Okay, boxing fans, now I'm going to talk about the post-fights for Glen Johnson and Lucian Bute. Lucian Bute obviously won a unanimous decision. He won every round on my card, and I think it was the last hurrah for Johnson, and I think it's just shown that Lucian Bute is probably the number one in the division right now. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I did fall asleep before the fight happened because I'd been working all day and went for a workout in the evening. So when I did get in, I was absolutely shattered, just made it through the British fights, and then Lucian Bute, I just had to lay to that. So I watched that today, and I've got to say, Lucian Bute was quite good. He's a really good boxer. He does everything really well. He doesn't do anything badly at all. There's still a question mark about his chin, but he took everything that Johnson threw at him pretty well, and Johnson didn't do too much. I think that, considering the fight was in Canada, I think that the judging was really spot on. You can't argue much. In fact, you could argue that it was a bit too happy, because I didn't think Johnson deserved a round, and they gave him a round. So okay, I'm just going to get straight into the shout-outs now, and the first one is for Scorpio11477, who got this fight spot on. I think he said stoppage. It says below he said stoppage, so lucky you. Next on, Marquinho210, who seems to be a regular occurrence up here. Big Bad Basher also got this one right, and RG Love got this one right, so thanks for commenting, guys. Keep commenting. You'll always get a shout out on my videos as long as they're correct. Good job. So going back to talking about the fight now, I think Lucian Bute was always in first gear. He didn't ever have to go up any gears, he was always controlling the fight. In the first few rounds there wasn't that much action, it was just a bit of boxing. The crowd got a bit rustled and they didn't like the fact that there wasn't that much action, and then Lucian Bute turned up the heat a bit, showed that he's a different class, kept winning the rounds. I mean, he won every round, that's all we need to know. And then Johnson at the end knew that he needed to win by a knockout, came out firing, but it was all to no avail. Lucian Bute outboxed him, kept the shots coming in. He did really well. I think Lucian Bute could be the number one in the division right now. The question is, where do these guys go from here? And I've got to say, it doesn't really matter where Johnson goes. I think he could retire, but if he doesn't, there's still fights out there for him. Maybe you'd like to fight Andre Ward, that'll be an okay fight. Maybe we'd like to see him fight people like George Groves and James DeGale. He could be a gatekeeper to the division. Moving on to Bute, I think that he's on to bigger and better things. I think he's going to face the winner of Kessler versus Stieglitz, and I think that'll be Mikhail Kessler, we'll say. He can also face Kelly Pavlik if Kelly Pavlik wants it, and that's a good fight I think everyone wants to see. Kelly Pavlik's always going to be half decent, and I think it would be good to see him face Lucian Bute. I'd also like to see him face the winner of Carl Froch versus Andre Ward, but I've got a feeling there's only one person who he'll face, and that'll be Carl Froch. Not because I think Carl Froch is going to win, far from it. I just don't see Andre Ward leaving America, and I just think Lucian Bute is too big a draw now to leave Canada. I don't think he would do it, and I don't think Andre Ward would go out of his way to make the fight. One thing I can say though is, at the end of the day, Glen Johnson has been a great servant to the sport. He's gave us many fights of excitement, and whatever he seems to do, he's got everyone's backing really. If he wants to quit, it's fine. Go out with your head held high because you've had a great career. If you want to stick around for a bit, it doesn't matter. He's still got fights out there that he can win.